Yeah, he did have the LG, and that was the big one for me.
Yeah.
I mean, really relying on that railgun could have been dangerous for him. You know, I think Noctis had the control, had the weapons that he needed. But yes, one railgun shot from Rapha could have turned the tides. But a missed railgun and some good LG from Noctis could have gave him the map. So you really can't say where the next frag was coming. But I had like a, you know, kind of hinkling that maybe it was slightly in favor of Noctis. I'm not saying that because I'm European. I like both of these players the same, actually. I think
it's tough, though. This map is very tough to corner your opponent and get a kill. I mean, you see the score is 4-3 after like 8 or 9 minutes. So, you know, I've played this map many times where it's scoring 1-0 in overtime, you know, just because the map plays so defensive and so, you know, so exact. I mean, you kind of know what your opponent is doing, like you said before the match. It's just how the map is.
It's how the map is indeed. And, I mean, coming here and seeing these two guys play this map, it's been very, very similar. I often, though, feel that in control, Rapha has a little bit more pace to him, a little bit more zest. He seems to be able to rack up those frags just a little bit quicker. And, you know, Noctis sometimes is getting caught off guard. Certainly we saw that on T9. And, you know, despite he did very, very well. His positioning on fights are very good. Most of the time.
Yeah, I think Noctis has great ability to surprise his opponent from behind and get some good shots in. You know, just one time I had that dispute about, you know, his gun selection on one of the fights at the rocket launcher area. But overall, you know, I think both of them are pretty crafty. They seem like they both, you know, kind of mix up a little bit with aggressiveness and defensiveness. So you really never know exactly what they're going to do. You don't know if they're going to go super aggressive and pass all the shards and pass all the health just to get the kill. So let's see this match. Okay, so I just got informed that we are going to play only another 3 minutes with the score line being what it was, so 4-3, so 1 point in favor. Now this is very dangerous because the start, as we know, can really go sometimes one way or the other. Well, this is why you always train, you know... 2 minutes at the end. Yeah, you always train to play these small first matches. You always play for the first frag. So you're going to see these guys really kind of stick to the grain, most likely, and go and get their armors, go get their health, go get the weapons they want to get, and then basically start the match from there. Yeah. But I would say this probably favors Rapha the most. You know, if I had to make a choice on who this favored the most, on who crashed or whatever the deal was, I think it favored Rapha the most. Yeah, certainly. I mean, you don't have to commit for the first fight. You've got 3 minutes. You're guaranteed possibly a mega or a red armor most of the time. And also, like, you know, it's 3 minutes. I mean, 30 to 50 seconds can go by pretty fast without any confrontation hardly at all. You know, I think it's going to be pretty mellow for that first 30, 50 seconds. And then after that, you're going to see the match more heating up. Yeah, it'll be interesting to follow what Noctis does. You can see him there on your screens. This man is going to have to do the business and do it quickly. We are going to go live then into the matchup. To remind you, we're going to do a 3-minute game. Rapha has a 1-0 advantage, so Noctis needs to tie up. And we have already a spawn, and this is bad for Noctis. Actually, Rapha could have chased there. And look at this. Rapha gets the Mega, gets the red armor, gets the LG. He's possibly going to go back for the railgun after he gets the RL as well. But he is absolutely happy with this. And wow, I mean, Noctis did get that yellow LG. And as John said already, we've lost 30 seconds of the match. Nothing's really passed. Noctis is going to have to string together some big shots to get back into this one. He's going to try and surprise Rapha now, going up to RA. This is really risky. Yeah, but he has to be aggressive. He has to get those shots in on him, so, you know. He was actually late for the RA kind of push, and that means Rapha is going to be 200-200. Almost 1 minute will be up. 2 minutes for Rapha to keep this lead, to stay where he is, and he is champion here at GamesCom. Railgun missed from Noctis, losing time. Rapha misses a rocket jump though up to RA. Doesn't get confronted as Noctis would have assumed that would have been gone anyway. We are going to have Mega spawning next.
Where is Noctis? He's going to drop down, try and challenge. This is a risky move. It's one rocket. There were good rockets there, and actually Noctis gets in on the mega health. He's done the business now. He's leveled the playing field. He needs a red armor. Can he defend it? Not. Rapha comes from the high end. They were equal until Rapha took that yellow armor. If he challenges, Noctis waits. There comes a rocket. Can he make it over? Noctis looks to do the jump. Rapha will look to escape. Oh, and Rapha catches out Noctis. What a great move from Rapha. And he's going to take the yellow armor. Noctis will take that red armor, and they are even once again. And we are 2 minutes now gone. We only have 1 minute, 5 seconds left, and Noctis needs a kill. Rapha needs to stay where he is. And Mega will spawn soon. Noctis is in control for this Mega. Didn't hit, I'm assuming.
No, did not hit.
Here comes the red. 50 seconds remaining. Finds Rapha. Rapha hits the better LG though to start with. And he is going to have to push. Is he going to look for the follow-up? He isn't going to get it. He's going to have to cross middle. One railgun would kill each of these players, and Rapha gets the 2 health bubbles. He gets the shots, and he gets the... oh, and there comes the kill that he needed. 30 seconds remaining now. Rapha is going to hold strong. He's going to spam those grenades. Noctis needs to come from somewhere. He hits one railgun, hits the second railgun, ties us up with 20 seconds remaining. He hits a railgun a second time as well. Rapha has 15 seconds to hold this. One frag separates him. Rapha takes the yellow armor. 9 seconds on the clock. He holds strong at the... he does hear, I'm sure he heard Noctis there. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and GG. Not Rapha is going to be the champion here at the Intel Extreme Masters. He held on to his lead, won the last game by 1 frag, and you can see there the SK player will be happy as he shakes the manager's hand. Noctis gave it his all right there at the end. He gave everything he had, a double railgun just before Rapha was to get away to tie us up with 20 seconds to go, but couldn't hunt down Rapha. And what a finish. I mean, even though we had a crash mid-game, which we hate, still an excellent performance by both of these players.
Yeah, both of them played really great. You know, Noctis, hitting those 2 rails at the very end was very exciting. I thought Rapha would have backed out a little bit sooner to say, okay, hey, do your thing, but he felt he was in a very powerful position there, throwing those grenades at that mega health and making sure that he paid to pick up those that health,
Yeah, I mean, the chances are hitting railguns when you're being bounced by grenades, moving at that speed. The first railgun he hit, very impressive,
yeah.
And yeah, as you said, Rapha thought he was safe, and most professional gamers would have, assumed that. And then you've also got to think, well, if I don't see my opponent, do I want to move? Because chances are he could be on the other side of the teleporter. So Rapha stood strong, and it turned out okay for him.
Yeah, he played phenomenally well, throughout the whole tournament. Winning this 3-1, he did a very good job, and congrats to Rapha for winning Quakecon and now ESL.
Well, there we go then. He has certified himself to be the best Quaker so far playing in tournaments, I will say, Fatality. And
he's the best right now, for sure.
Well, there we go. If he's got Fatalities wrestling, he's also got the tournament wins. He's got to be extremely happy. And John, I thank you so much for coming up to the commentary booth and sharing your expertise. I'm sure a lot of people out there are very thankful. Just before we move off, what are you doing next? Where's Fatality going? What's he up to?
Well, just gonna, I'm gonna stay here in Germany for about a month or two. I'm gonna do a lot of shows, promotions for esports and for my brand. Then probably play a lot of Quake along the way. I still love playing QuakeLive. I miss this game a lot, and just enjoy my time here in Germany for sure.
Well, there we have it. So we enjoy having you in Germany, as it is where I live now as well. So thank you once again. Rapha has been claimed champion. He will win that 1,000, but also not just came through second, and a strong second at that.